Thanks again, and goodbye, Florida. This is part 2 of a little photo collage I put together of some of our good memories that we had from our stay in Florida. And I tried to pick out at least one photo of each place so that we could remember it. And with the one exception, and that is work camping. I chose several photos of us work camping as that was a big part of our stay in Florida. So here we go with our work camping photo collage. And work camping was so important to us as it was our first experience getting to do this. Before we even moved to Florida, and we'd been looking at ways to make a living and have an income while you live in an RV and get to travel, work camping was definitely on our radar. We had no experience doing it though, and we really didn't come to Florida with the intention of having something lined up to work camp. We got lucky though, and at the third campground we stayed in Florida, a work camping opportunity came up shortly after moving into the park. We got to experience and learn so much work camping, and of course it led Casey to a full-time job working in the office, which led to assistant manager, as well as the property manager of a neighboring property owned by the same people, so our work camping was very important for us. Not only that, but now as we say goodbye to Florida and we move across the country to California, we have a new work camping job lined up. Without the experience here working at our first job in Florida work camping, we never would have had this opportunity to move to California to work camp, and we're very excited and fortunate to have this work camping experience. And with all the work done outside, we got to encounter lots of wildlife on a daily basis and plenty of birds, and we actually got to help out some of the birds along the way. Of course, there's Chicken, who's a 1.5 years old now and is doing great. And these 2 diamondback doves we took in during a storm. They were too little to fly and were soaking wet. A family of starlings that fell out of the front of a fifth-wheel hitch. And this beautiful cormorant that we found wandering the park. It slept on someone's doorstep all night, and we brought it to the bird shelter the next day. In addition to these birds, there were so many new species of birds we got to see while staying in Florida. Here are some of them now. And another sample of critters we got to see, some with wings like birds and others not with wings or like birds at all. And although most of our fun times we had in Florida revolved around fishing and nature and outside, there were other things we did like art events and the Gasparilla Parade in downtown Tampa. That was quite an event. And here's a picture from Lights on Tampa, a nighttime event. There were the murals in downtown St. Pete we enjoyed so much. And of course there are a lot of weather events, tropical storms and that in Florida. And I love food so much and eating, we had plenty of new food experiences in Florida as well, such as alligator meat, bubba gumps, mangoes from the tree we lived under, also fresh squeezed orange juice from the oranges in the area, plenty of new and exotic fruits to sample, plus maple bacon donuts, homemade ice cream and ice cream cone, many opportunities for fresh fried flounder and fish tacos and all other kinds of fish dishes with filleted fresh fish we caught, well, Casey caught and I filleted and cooked, and grilled fish Greek style with olives and feta. Many brunches, my first dim sum, lots of opportunities for pho, which we had never had before. That was all over the place. I don't have a picture of it here, but also sushi burritos, a place called Pipo's, which we frequented a lot, as well as Pollo Tropico, and of course the produce. And we can't overlook all of the interesting plants in the Florida area where we stayed. And last but not least, check out all of the new places that we got to go while staying in Florida. once more, thank you, Florida, for all the wonderful things we got to see and do in your state. And we are moving on to California. Thanks for watching, and happy RVing.